Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. It is time to come back to this reaction live. I haven't done one in a minute, and I thought you all might appreciate seeing my reaction, my thoughts, my feelings about our girl getting blocked by her dietitian. First of all, that's already some nonsense because I haven't even watched the video and like, girl, you really trying to tell me that your dietitian was some more BetterHelp.com nonsense? Surely not. I should have known better. I know some people joked. I think I watched a video on a live stream and people joked about her dietitian being my fitness pal, but yo, I just like am unable to even. So this video is super long and I'm probably not gonna react to every single bit of it because that would just be a long video, you know? So we're just gonna, I'm gonna cut out the parts that don't matter, that aren't about the dietitian, because I'm just watching for her clickbait, okay? And also, this is another new like backdrop setting area, so tell me what you think about that down below. It might take us a few tries to get the right fit, but honestly this layout where I have my room right now is just, it's just better. It just is. So we're gonna deal with it and make it work. So let's hop into this video. So I will say, and looking for this video on her channel, like, homegirl Amberlynn, she is cleaning up with this Vlogmas. Her Vlogmas videos have like 80, 90K. Like, look at her, won't she do it? She said, I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna commit to this and I'm gonna make all the coin. And then January 1, see you never. Talk to you never. Get your coin, girl. You can't. Don't hate the game, hate the player, or however you say it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this. She's sitting here. She's on her bed on Pillow Mountain. Let's dive in.
Hey guys, so I am an absolute yikes person. I was gonna say a hot mess, but everyone says that I say that too much. So, but being all serious, I did just wake up, so I do look a little crazy.
Ma'am, first of all, one, you're always just waking up, and two, this is how you look all the time. This is not new. This is not any different than you normally look. I'm confused.
As you can tell, today's gonna be a free makeup type of day because I've been wearing makeup every day for like a week now and my face needs to breathe. This video is going to be a story time about my dietitian. Ooh. And I need you guys to buckle your seats, get some popcorn, do whatever you...
Buckle my seat? Let me buckle my seat. I don't know how do you do that, because normally I think you buckle your seatbelt, but I'm buckling my seat. I'm ready. I'm kind of shook that she's already jumping in to this video, talking about the dietitian right away when that's the clickbait. Like, mind blown, y'all.
We do, because I'm just like shooketh and I don't know what is going on. I am like so confused with life right now. This is not something you really want to wake up to, but I'm gonna be reading some messages and doing a little bit of a backstory to kind of get you guys to understand.
I'm ready.
No, there will be no name dropping. I'm not gonna be saying her name. I'm not gonna be saying her anything. Instagram name, nothing. Like, it doesn't need to be said because I don't want people to find her, attack her, find her, or be like, good job, or anything. Like, no one needs to know who she is. So I'm just gonna kind of start with the very beginning. I was on Instagram one day, but I mean, who isn't? Like, everyone has an Instagram, and I get a lot of messages on there. Obviously I don't reply to every single one because I do get a lot, but I do read every single one. So if you want to message me on Instagram, go for it. I get a message from someone and this is what it says. Hey, I have been following your journey for a while in full support. I'm a dietitian.
Ma'am, I'm already over this. Some rando on Instagram messaged you and wants to be your dietitian. No wonder you're taking advice from them. Yes, like, what kind of credentials does this person have? I hope you're getting ready to tell me, because I have a lot of questions. I have a lot. I have like a CVS receipt long list of questions.
I live in Kentucky. If you ever need help, I'm here for you. I know you had issues finding one in the past. I can come to you or just chat anytime if you need. So when I saw that, because I have had people fake being companies, just faking who they were. I've had this happen so many times before. You can ask Becky, she's been there to see it all.
I think this is probably petty for me to hate about her, but I hate when she's like, oh yeah, you can ask Becky. One, no we can't. Like, how do we get in touch with Becky? And two, of course Becky is gonna back you up, girl.
So I went to her Instagram because that's what I do. If you're gonna tell me you're someone, I'm gonna go check that ish out and I'm gonna see if you're being honest with me. So I went to her Instagram and she was 100% being honest. Her whole feed is her. She's absolutely beautiful. You could tell she's fit and she eats healthy. And
all it takes to know if somebody is legit, if somebody's a legit dietitian, is, are they pretty? Do they look fit? Do they look healthy? Girl, that is not a degree. That is not a certification. Those are not credentials. I know lots of pretty people. I know lots of pretty people. That does not make them a dietitian, girl. What?
One of the photos was actually her with her certificate. She was considered like an RD dietitian. I don't know code words. I don't know like the actual wording.
First of all, those aren't code words. Those are legitimate words that people use in the profession. What? And second of all, people can print fake certificates. Still, got a lot of questions, a lot of concerns.
But she was legally a dietitian.
How do you know?
So, I replied.
You looked at her Instagram account. How do you know she was legally a dietitian?
And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is amazing. I love all the advice you can give. I said that because I was like, oh my god, this is like so amazing because I have been wanting a dietitian for so long and it's just like everywhere in Kentucky that I've tried to find one,
I don't believe it.
Out,
I don't believe it.
I couldn't find one. So
I absolutely don't believe it.
And she just replied and said, yay. So
I bet you could go Google right now. You could go Google Kentucky nutritionists, dietitians, whatever, and you'd find some. The whole state of Kentucky, girl. And Lexington's a decent sized town. There's gotta be one.
Happy to hear that. So I said, what advice do you have for me? And she sent a whole paragraph and she said, well, it's hard to spot random advice just based off of your videos. I know just about everyone leaves whatever diet recommendation on the comments of your videos, so you get plenty of that. In general, I always encourage my clients to take baby steps and find what works for them. The right diet for anyone is a diet that works for them. I generally like to see a food diary for week of eating and base any advice and steps to start taking based off of that. If you aren't feeling that, I'd be happy to just send some great evidence based on nutrition articles and info sheets to you that you have food lists and diet plans. I said, oh yeah, I'd love to see the articles. Do you recommend I calorie count? She said, I do. Choosing more healthy and whole foods is great and all, but weight loss is all that matters when starting from a bigger size. The rest will come with time. 2,500 to 3,000 calories would be a good range for you to lose weight.
Girl, I don't care if some stranger on Instagram told you this. That literally means nothing to me. Literally. It only makes me think you're dumber than I already thought you were for listening to somebody who told you it was okay to eat 3,000 calories when you are a binge eater, somebody who encourages you to just go 1 or 2 times less to get fast food a week. No. No. This is only confirming what I already thought, which was that your dietitian was a fraud. A fraud.
That is kind of where I got that 2,500 to 3,000 calorie situation. We do end up starting to text each other and I'm like,
wait, also that wasn't even like a full-on consultation. That was just her initial suggestion.
Like I said, this whole video, like I'm literally gonna read every text message, but I'm not gonna give away any personal information. Like I told you guys in a video, that is how many calories she told me to eat and everyone thought I was lying. I said, and by the way, this title is not clickbait. My dietitian has blocked me. So I replied with, so what kind of foods should I be eating? Can I be your client or how does that work? Can't wait to hear back from you. I wanted this to be...
She's not your dietitian if she has not said that she wants you to be her client. You haven't even agreed to it and you're already taking advice from her? No, that doesn't make... That's not a contract. She listed some suggestions of places where you might start, and you're using that to justify what you said your dietitian told you to do?
Be a little bit more professional. I didn't want it to seem like two friends just messaging each other, giving advice. I wanted to be her client. I thought I was gonna have to pay for it, which I was totally fine with. I was totally okay with that, but I wanted to figure out how this was gonna work. She replied with, "It can work however you want. I can meet with you in person, or we can continue to just text/chat, whatever support you need. I'll get some info sent over to you tomorrow on food lists/example diets and whatnot. Since I offer my services and want to help, I'll keep this all free of charge." I think it was, a few hours later, I said, "Would it be easier to text? I never give my number out, so this would be weird for me, LOL. I'm gonna have to trust you with it. I'm assuming I'm now your client and you're my dietitian, so this is professional," I would say, because I wanted this to be professional. I did not want it to, like I said, to just be some random person. Well, it really is random, but
yeah, it's a random stranger that you've never met in real life who hasn't even agreed to be your dietitian. She also hasn't even mentioned this, like, a fable you made up about being able to go out and eat just fewer times than you normally do. I'm not buying what you're selling, Amberlynn. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. I'm not smelling what you're stepping in. None of it. None of it. Throw it all out.
You physically go to a dietitian, that's also random. This person's a stranger to you. So I just wanted to make this as legit as possible. And she said, "Yep, confidentiality is extremely important. Anything you say is just between me and you." I know a lot of people can look at this as, "Well, Amberlynn, are you sharing this? Can you get in trouble for this?" Honestly, no, because she's not telling me anything. Like, I'm literally just telling you guys everything that I said to her. So now we start texting. So this is kind of a lot, so this video might be kind of long.
It
so
sure is, but wow.
I just, because she sent me her number, and I just replied, "Hey." I said, "Okay, hi, so how long have you been watching my videos?" Because I was very curious, like, how well did she know, like, how bad I was, if you know what I'm saying. She said, "Wow, I honestly don't remember, maybe a couple of years when I was in school to be a dietitian, I got really into watching weight loss YouTube channels to get a better idea of things from their perspective, since I was working with so many people in that situation." I said, "So you know a lot of what I'm going through and a lot of my story?" And she said, "I do, at least from what you show." I said, "Feel free to ask whatever. I've been really wanting a dietitian but can't seem to find any where I live. I really appreciate you reaching out to me." I don't know why I'm reading all this to you, but I think I just want to give you guys, like, a bigger picture of kind of, like, the correspondence
biggest picture.
She said, "I vaguely remembered you mentioning your struggle to find one. Well, even though this is not particularly professional start, I promise to respect your privacy and do my best to help you when you need it. Hopefully the things I email to you will be a good base to start from." That right there, that text message, I really, really appreciated, but my response was, "This doesn't have to be professional. I'm in need of help and you're a dietitian. So it's perfect. I'm just grateful you're willing."
I'm very confused. That's a mixed message, because homegirl just said that she wanted to keep this professional, and then she just sent this message to this dietitian that said it doesn't have to be professional. Girl, what? You are sending a large variety of mixed ass messages, and I'm confused.
"When do you think you can email me the packets?" So the reason why I said that this doesn't have to be professional is because I didn't want to scare her away. I really, really was appreciating her help, because sometimes when you're in dire need, you'll go to great lengths, and this was just a stranger to me, but it seemed like she really knew what she was talking about. I think it was the next day, and she said, "Hey, I sent an email to you with all the general nutrition guidelines just a moment ago." And I said, "And this is what you're telling me I should go by." She said, "I think it's good stuff to implement into your daily life. Completely overhauling your diet isn't feasible and will just be causing binging from experience. For now, I would recommend just looking over everything and see if you have any questions/concerns, see if any of it seems doable." I said, "Here's an example of something that I know I will do."
Girl, I am so exhausted. I don't need to know every single solitary text message you got from this girl. Like, what is the point? Where is this going? Like, ma'am, I need you to speed it up. Okay, ma'am?
"If I'm doing a 2,400 calorie diet, am I allowed to eat Burger King? Am I allowed to go out to restaurants? I've gotten so accustomed to living that lifestyle that even when I'm counting calories, I'll find a way to eat there. Advice? Thoughts?" So I asked her this because that is something that I do. If I am Counting.
Clearly, like, half of your Vlogmas days have been you doing a mukbang of, like, disgusting fast food or takeout food. Like, we get it.
Calories and allowing myself to eat pretty much in moderation or just kind of like whatever I want, I will choose fast food or restaurants over cooking at home. So since I now had a dietitian at my hands who seemed very, very patient and helpful, and like she knew what she was talking about, I really wanted to know, was this okay? So she said, I would try limiting eating out. For example, if you eat out 5 times a week, try to make it 4. Or if you eat out daily, try to skip a day. Small steps like that. But for now, if you can really get into your calorie limit, do it. Go out to eat, but pay attention to the calories. Completely cutting it out will just lead to cheat days, which tend to cycle out of control for most people. So yes, go out to eat. Make sure to pay attention to the calories. So that's exactly what I said to you guys in a video where I was like, my dietitian said I can eat out still, I can eat whatever I want, just stay under my calories. And everyone's like, you're a liar, you're crazy. No dietitian would say that, but she...
Girl, this is a dietitian you met on Instagram. It doesn't sound like you've even met this person in real life. Like, leave your bedroom, go talk to a dietitian. Go talk to your doctor. You don't even need a dietitian. You got a doctor you've talked to. Go talk to them. Like, you want to, like, scapegoat some imaginary person that you haven't even identified that you met on Instagram of all places who supposedly was holding a certificate in her photo, and you want to, like, pawn off this horrible advice that you made up or claim to have gotten on some imaginary person. Like, even if this person really said this to you, you're still the fool. You're still Boo-Boo the fool who chose to take advice from a stranger that messaged you on Instagram.
She really did. And I replied with, thanks so much for the advice. I'm going to be sharing this with YouTube that I finally found a dietitian. I will never say who, I'll never say your name or anything like that, completely personal. I'm just hoping people will see that by keeping in contact with you and asking all the necessary questions that I really am going to try to do this. That was my way of trying to see if it was cool that I shared that I finally had someone help me. She said, absolutely, hopefully I'll be a better resource than random Googling for you. I said, you're helping already. So how many calories should I do? I know this is probably a common thing, but I'm gonna start on Monday. I've already ate today and I have no idea how many calories I consumed. Her answer is, eating 3,000 calories a day would have you losing about a pound a week. 2,500 would be about 2 pounds a week of actual fat. You'll lose more weight just including water and all. Either would be fine. But I'd aim for somewhere between...
You know she said, I gotta get this bit about water in here. Why are they, I mean, yes, please drink water, but like, I have never heard anybody more than Amberlynn and Chantel in my life talk about how important water is to losing weight. Like it's some magical weight loss drug. It's water. You should be drinking water anyways.
I said, is it normal to fear that me eating anywhere near 3,000 calories will actually make me gain weight? You guys, I was scared because she was telling me things that I never thought a dietitian would be telling me. 3,000 calories is okay to eat and I'm gonna lose weight. I was like, this has to be a troll, but I knew it wasn't. She said, oh yeah, of course.
How did you know it wasn't a troll? How? You looked at her Instagram. People have fake Instagrams these days. Like, there's a whole TV show called Catfish about people who catfish people. Like, how do you know that this person isn't a troll, Amberlynn? You don't. You surely don't. You surely do not.
This was the first day of me following everything that she told me, and I said, here's day 1. Is there anything I should be relying to you? She said, if you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise, no.
Anything you should be relying? Do you mean relaying? I'm just genuinely curious because otherwise I don't know what you mean there.
Oh, if you ever want to send me your daily MyFitnessPal log, I can always evaluate that. So I ended up sending her my day 1 log where I actually had Mexican food for 1 meal, I had a hot fudge sundae, I had Burger King, and I had a McDonald's frap. So very, very, very horrible foods, but I ended up only eating 2,300 calories, and this is what she said to me. Good job staying in the calorie limit. If I would make one recommendation, try to fit at least 1 fruit or vegetable into your day. I know this is one snapshot, so it doesn't represent every day, but the actual nutrient content here is very low. Great step in the right direction though. I said, yeah, eating wise, I did horrible. Calorie wise, I'm proud. Tomorrow I'll make sure to eat more veggies. And she said, one step at a time. And I said, definitely. By the way, my videos are a little behind, so don't be alarmed, LOL. And she's like, haha, no worries. And then I started just asking her more knowledge. I was like, does sodium make you gain weight? She says, it does not make you gain fat. It does make you retain water, which can make the scale not budge / go up. You should drink extra water on high sodium eating days. Plus the extra water the body holds on to with high sodium intake puts more strain on the heart when you're already bigger. And I was like, okay. Makes sense. So I replied and I said, this was after the whole Burger King mukbang. People went crazy on it. They were just like, you shouldn't be eating this, you shouldn't be eating this, you have a dietitian, you're fat, you're gonna die, and all this stuff. I messaged her and I said, okay, so my new video is getting a ton of backlash. Well, all my videos do because people are indeed psycho, LOL. But this one is getting the same response from pretty much everyone. You're going to die eating that Burger King. So according to what you told me, I'm allowed to eat it as long as it fits into my calories. That meal was about 1,000 calories, which left me with about 1,600 more calories for the day. What are your thoughts? She replied with, sorry, I was driving a blank for Thanksgiving. For weight loss alone, yes, that's fine. It fits in your calories and done. When considering health, yes, it's not great to eat. High in fat and sodium, which are both bad for the heart, which is especially bad if you have underlying conditions.
Here's the thing. Here's what Amberlynn's trying to do. Amberlynn is trying to have a scapegoat here. She realizes, maybe I shouldn't have made all these mukbang vlogmas videos, and people are giving me a hard time about it because I have a dietitian, and so now I need someone to blame. I need somebody to be there and say, it was okay for me to eat that Burger King. It was okay for me to eat that bad food, that McDonald's frap, that all the above, the Mexican, whatever. And Amberlynn, girl, I know you watch my videos because you said it in one of my live streams before. If you're listening to this, like, what you need to do here is take accountability for this yourself. You're the one that believed some rando person on Instagram that, like, health-wise, it was a good idea to just keep eating fast food and takeout and all of that and just eat it a little less. Like, at the end of the day, you're 100% responsible for your actions, which includes what you do for dieting, what you put on YouTube, and what random strangers on the internet you trust with information. Like, even if I'm to believe that this woman is real and is a dietitian, like, you still have the power to make those decisions yourself. So, like, I don't pity you that you listen to some whack advice from a stranger troll person on the internet. I don't feel bad.
You get checked out by the doctor yearly, right? With labs and all. We started talking about my labs and how my A1C was normal and all this stuff. But I just want to say, the Burger King, she said it was totally fine. I stayed under my calories. It was totally fine. And my whole thing is like, yeah, I know.
Okay, first of all, no, she didn't say it was totally fine. She said it wasn't good for you if you had an underlying, like, heart condition, this, that, the other. You're being not genuine and not honest when you say that you always go and get labs and things like that done at the doctor, because in the past, like, 5 years of YouTube, you've gone maybe twice, right? And that's been within the past year. So, I'm sorry, sweetie. No, she didn't say that it was okay for you to just eat Burger King. She's saying it fits in your calories and it probably isn't that great if you have other issues. You're 550 pounds, girl. like you have troubles walking and troubles breathing and things like that. There's no chance that you don't have some kind of other underlying issue.
Oh, eating certain foods, yeah, I will lose weight. Eating Burger King underneath a calorie deficiency, I will lose weight. But eating it every day is very, very bad for my health. These are two things that I do know. This is the last time I heard from her, okay? This is when we're getting into it. But this is around the time where people were going crazy in my comments. And I want you guys to know that this person, she was my dietitian, but she was also a subscriber. She was a viewer. She watched my videos and she read the comments. People were saying horrible things about, oh, Amberlynn probably doesn't have a dietitian, and if she does, her dietitian is absolutely stupid, and just saying horrible horrible things about the information that my dietitian has given me. I feel like it got to her because this is what happened. On Thanksgiving, I sent her Happy Thanksgiving, and she sent me a picture of her plate, and she said, Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'm not being a good dietitian today. Hope your day is good. And she was just like joking around because her plate, like, because it had a bunch of Thanksgiving food on it. On the 28th, which was 6 days later, I said, would you care if I read some of our conversations in a YouTube video? There will be no name dropping or number dropping or anything like that. And the reason why I asked her that question is because I wanted to share with you guys some of the positive information and very helpful information that she has told me I wanted to share with you guys. She didn't reply. 7 hours later, I just sent her 2 question marks. I was just like, okay. So, it's been probably a week, and I said, have you decided to just no longer speak to me? I sent it and closed my phone, didn't think anything of it. So since then, it's been a few days, and I just now looked at our text messages, and that text didn't deliver. And usually when it doesn't deliver, it means you're blocked. So I sent her a message, and I said, so you considered me your client, but now you're just ignoring me. You told me I can text you when I needed anything. If you didn't want to continue helping me, it would have been nice if you would have told me. So when I sent that text, I was like, please send. It didn't send. So she blocked me. So then I ended up going to the original Instagram and sending her that the same message, and she hasn't replied. I'm confused on why she blocked me, but honestly, the only thing I can think of, because we had great correspondence, like, she was super helpful, and I was like any other client, asking for help and doing the advice that she told me. I think the one thing that really got to her was just the comments.
No, you don't get to blame the comments for why this woman blocked you. You know, there are several reasons why she could have blocked you or stopped communication with you. Is it possible that she felt some type of way about the comments? Yes, but also, all of your comments are always like that. So, like, realistically, homegirl knew what she was getting into. We don't know what other messages you sent her. We only know what you were telling us you sent her. So what's to say that you weren't being super annoying about this? Like, what's to say that you didn't say something really rude or mean to her? You know, like, there's so many other things that, like, we could hypothesize about, but we obviously don't have enough information because you're the keeper of that information. Do I believe that she blocked you because of the comments? Not really. Like, anybody who watches you and has scrolled into the comments knows what kind of comments you get on your videos. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna say that to some extent, you rely on those comments. So again, this is your decision. You put out content that you know is gonna elicit a certain type of comment. I'm not saying it's right for people to say some of the things that they say in your comments, but at this point, after you've uploaded 4 or 5 different mukbang videos of you devouring Burger King and Domino's and Subway, XYZ, whatever, like, girl, what did you expect? Like, I don't know what else to say about it, but I think it's a little bit of a leap and a jump to say that the comments are what made her block you.
The comments, and I don't think she wanted to be a part of that negativity. And that just really opened my eyes that I can lose anybody due to horrible comments. And my vlog for yesterday, I am hanging out with 2 very good friends of mine who don't want to be on camera due to the hate that they have seen me get. Now I'm getting comments, people saying those were invisible friends. I'm sure Becky was on the other side of the table and just handed her the gift. They weren't even hanging out with anyone. And I'm just over here like, no, there's some people who don't want to be on camera. That's just how life is gonna go. And it sucks for a vlogger, of course, but I respect that. And I don't want to lose friends due to horrible things that people say. I've lost a dietitian because of horrible comments, because
you lost a random stranger that you met through Instagram. You had no binding contract with this woman in a client, like, dietitian relationship. You had no contract. Well, I don't know, like, legally maybe, because she supposedly agreed to be a dietitian for you, but you weren't even paying her. What did you lose, girl? A random stranger on the internet? No.
Because I can't figure it out. I went through through the texts over and over and over and over and over and over, trying to figure out, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? I don't know what I did wrong. I'm just like completely like flabbergasted by the whole thing, because she was so kind and she reached out to me, and all of a sudden I was sharing with YouTube what she said I could do, the information that she was giving me, and people in the comments were just like spitting bile and poison, and it was like, ugh. Like the things that people were saying, calling me a liar, saying that my dietitian was an idiot, and just like all these horrible things. I'm sure she didn't want to.
Girl, stop acting brand new. This is not your first rodeo. All of your comments are like that. That is not brand new. That is not something that just started yesterday, or just started with Vlogmas, or just started with the dietitian video. Ain't a single one of those things new. People have always been calling you a liar, girl.
To continue helping me, and I just think it's unfair as well. As much as I respected her, I just think it's unfair that she didn't message me and say maybe this isn't a good fit or something. But instead she blocked me. And I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this video, but I'm just like, I really wanted to share it with you guys because I was following what she was telling me to do, and now I just feel like, screw it. I just feel kind of defeated in a way. I'm completely shocked, and I don't know. It's really weird to me. I don't understand what happened. You guys have to watch what you say. I've seen so many people who are just like, I wish Becky and Ricky and Eric will just leave Amberlynn so she can be alone. There's people out there who want to see me miserable and want to see me alone. And honestly, sometimes you're gonna win.
Okay, you guys, so my video stopped recording like at some point, and I don't have the time or energy to go back and rewatch all of the things that she said. I think that all of this is just classic victim Amberlynn. She really wants this to she wants to pass the buck on why she's not being successful in weight loss, and so she's saying there's this random internet stranger dietitian that has Instagram photos where she looks pretty and healthy and might have been holding up a certificate where she got legally certified to be a dietitian. So I'm gonna trust this stranger, a full-on stranger, and because I'm not doing well and they no longer are talking to me, I'm gonna put all of the blame on them. I'm gonna pass all the blame, like, this person said it was okay for me to be eating this number of calories, and this person said that it was okay to eat Burger King, even though she didn't really. Like, if you listen to what Amberlynn said in the text, it's like, no, she said, you know, if you meet the calorie count, you meet the calorie count, but should you be eating Burger King if you have potential other underlying health concerns, then no, you probably shouldn't eat Burger King. So, there's that. The other thing is this nonsense about Amberlynn saying that the comments are what pushed her dietitian away. Like, no, the comments didn't. If the dietitian was somebody who actually truly followed you and subscribed to you, then the comments, they knew what they were getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been following you for quite some time now, and from almost the get-go, people have been saying mean things about you in the comments. I'm not saying that is okay, I'm not saying that that's right, but I'm saying it's there, and you built a channel around it, right? Like, you have crafted this. Anybody who follows you knows this, whether they're a supporter or not. So to think that this dietitian left because of that is kind of silly and naive. We don't know what you showed or read or didn't read from those text messages, right? Like, you could have omitted anything you wanted, and we just have to trust you because you're the one that's giving the information. So no, I don't believe that your dietitian blocked you because of the comments on YouTube or your YouTube videos. Plus, you even said that you had texts back and forth with her about how mean the comments were. She knows what they are. She's not dumb, I'm guessing, I don't know. Amberlynn, it's ridiculous. I don't feel bad for you. You got duped by some stranger on the internet. You tried to pass it off because the first thing you wanted to do, the first chance you got to put it in people's face that, oh, look at me, I'm getting a dietitian, you did it. not really knowing or having ever met a dietitian before in real life. And then when people push back on you, you had to pass the blame to somebody. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it. I think it's all a load of hooey. A hooey, patooey, malarkey. I'm over it, ma'am. Absolutely over it. See you later, smell you later. So that's all I got to say about this. I'm sorry that the video cut off. It might be a little bit weird editing and things like that, but I appreciate you sticking around anyways. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the like button, leave me some comments, and also follow me on all of my social media, which is usually right here on the screen. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'll see you all next time. Bye!